Representative Hill.
Thanks a lot.
Representative Kennedy, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
You've had your 3 times.
Question, so you better talk.
Oh, okay. Well, I would like to speak to the bill then before we call the question. Members of the committee, I am going to vote against these amendments for a few reasons. First, you heard my absolute frustration that we have heard multiple bills regulating the medical marijuana industry. An hour before this committee hearing, we've gotten this basically substitute bill. I think that's an affront of the legislative process. I don't feel like that it's a good use of committee work to present all of the amendments on the regulation of an entire industry and presenting them all on the floor. Secondly, I think that these amendments are completely against the intent of the voters in 2004 when they passed this. We heard from Senator Essman's own words. He said that he believed that the voters, his quote was, passed the medical marijuana law as an act of compassion and for end-of-life matters. And so I'm going to give you a scenario here how this bill does not fit even Senator Essman's own version. This bill completely eliminates patients' access to get medical marijuana. I don't know how to grow medical marijuana. In fact, I couldn't even guess, but I do know that clearly it ain't cheap, which is why Representative Smith himself apologized to all the folks that have bought grow lights and created the ability to grow medical marijuana for needy patients. And so with that, I would say that if you were going to make an industry into a nonprofit industry, one where patients are expected to ask people to grow things for them for free, and in Senator Essman's words, in end-of-life matters, so apparently if you had 6 months to live, you better grow it quick. If I was a man in my 70s living in eastern Montana and I had 6 months to live, first of all, I don't know that I would know who to ask to grow my medical marijuana for free, or that I would know how to do it myself. And so with that, I think this is, as Representative Smith said himself, and the majority party has already voted for, they wanted repeal. This bill is as close to repeal as you can get, and so I urge folks to vote against it.
I'd like to make a comment on the amendment that we're talking about before we call the question. First of all, all the testimony that we had, all of my education that I've had in the area of marijuana, is it's a Schedule I drug. That is not medicine. There is no medicine that's Schedule I. It's poison, a kind of poison. It's kind of like taking arsenic with Valium with it.